I made an ARG in 24 hours and it's up to you to solve it.
Hello everyone. This is
Anime cartoon conspiracy theory.
See, if you've been around on my page for a while, then you might have noticed that we do a lot of theorizing around here. But the thing is that I've always been interested in making my own game at some point, specifically some type of horror game with a lot of lore in it. But that's when I had an epiphany. I could totally make a prequel to my game using an ARG. Now, if you don't know what an ARG is, or if this sounds interesting to you, make sure you save this for later and share with a friend, because ARG is meant to take real world media and mix that with a fictional narrative. And that's when I said to myself, Dedicated Artist, you should totally do that because you know how to make websites and stuff. So for the next 24 hours, I made a website, fake books, fake characters and assets, videos and audio logs as well. Now, you still might be wondering what exactly is an ARG. Well, a lot of other popular horror games use this to their benefit. They do this to either expand the lore of their games or maybe connect some things from part 1 to part 2. Examples of this are games like Poppy's Playtime, where they have an ARG that connects the lore of some of the more obscure characters within their game. Or like in That's Not My Neighbor, where the DDD is actually evil, and we only know this through a Google site ARG that they have expanded upon. Or a more recent example like the Giggle Land ARG, where their game is not even out yet people can play their game and get acquainted with the lore by being interactive with it. Hidden lore, ciphers, and more are all a part of this. They're meant to bring community members together so that they can solve one big problem and leave them thinking and wondering what happens next within these large expanded stories. And as you can tell, I'm a pretty big fan of these things. So while the site that I have created is pretty new, this whole ARG serves as a prequel to another story that is a part of the same universe, specifically for a game that may come out in the future at some point. But by now you're probably wondering, what is this story about? So my ARG is a Dr. Seuss inspired horror story. Now, on scale 1 to 10 of scariness, it's more tame than others. We're gonna call this the MeusseYourBrainARG ARG. The story surrounds a famous author that has made captivating stories for children all around the world. It teaches kids morals and also have given parents something else to read their kids. And while the company Meusse Publishing Incorporated is still alive and around, someone is actively leaving clues around the website for others to find out about a dark, sinister truth. Now, does that sound interesting? Well, overthinkers and budding theorists, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below and of course in my PFP so you can check this story out. And if you want to collaborate with other theorists just like yourself, you can of course use the comment section down below or even check out the Reddit page of Animated Cartoon Conspiracy Theory. Now, while I did take 24 hours to go ahead and make this entire story, this story has actually been around in my head for a long time, almost 2 years now. So every so often I'm going to be adding things and putting little tweaks and stuff to make it more full for this first content drop. But I do plan on adding major lore drops about every once a month. So make sure you check out the MeusseYourBrainARG ARG, and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye! And by the way, if you haven't checked out the other major theories on this page, like that Enna is a body snatcher, or even the one about Elliot and him being hypnotized, go ahead and check those out. They're here on the page, and I'll see you in another video. An up-and-coming mascot horror game in the same vein as Poppy's Playtime or even Garden of Banban. Now, many people have discovered this game the same way as I.
Hello everyone. This is our top creation here.
Hello everyone, this is the top creation here.